Hi there, this is Jake. I just wanted to quickly give you some advice, perhaps if you're thinking of becoming an online teacher or making that transition into being an online teacher. Over the years, a lot of my friends have often asked me about this, so I thought I'd quickly do a quick video and just share my experience. It's not everyone's route into this kind of work, but it might be yours, and if it is, then hopefully this will be helpful to you. So just some basic advice from someone who's been teaching online for quite a while and is at that level where I can say, yes, I've achieved the level where I don't work too much, I have a nice balance between work and life, and I pay the bills. Yeah, so just those kind of ideas, and if that's your goal and that's what you'd like to do, or you'd like to become rich and famous, then perhaps this is also the route, but hasn't been my experience, but it might be yours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quick steps that can perhaps help you get there. Let's have a look. So there's many ways to talk about this. I'm going to say quickly that if you have no experience, then finding a reputable company online is going to be tough. So you're just going to have to start by trying. And there are companies that will take you if you have no experience. Don't expect much more than a few dollars an hour. But slowly but surely, I'm sure that's a way to get into the business. And if you are really serious about it, you'll probably start getting more qualified and find yourself at a reputable company along the line. If you are qualified and you have been teaching for a long time, finding a reputable company that fits you is really important, because you're getting up every day, and even though you're not actually going to a school, you'll be working for a company that wants to kind of fit the way you think. So if they're cheap and cheerful, then that's fine, and you can be cheap and cheerful. But if you're looking to do this and generate some kind of income, better in the future for yourself, maybe working as a self-employed teacher, you're really going to be looking to try and do your best and get someone who's going to pay you for your time. So there are reputable companies out there. They might put you through a little process of a few months until they pay you a more decent salary. The salaries are not very high, but this is why working for yourself is the more enjoyable approach, I find. And it cuts out the middleman, so it saves both you and your student money. Number 2, start building up referrals. So from the moment you start teaching, you want to build up kind of a friendship with people in a natural way. You don't want to force it, but you want to feel a sense of these people are kind of friendly. If you're teaching kids, that's a very different thing, obviously, but you still want to be friendly, I would imagine. Establishing a relationship with the student's mother or father, in an online way, might be a good idea for referrals. But the idea is that you're actually showing how good you are as a teacher, and the people who are noticing are the students or the students' parents, if it's children. And this is really important. This is how I found to be the most crucial element of how to build up your self-employed business, because there are many approaches. People talk about, let's open a website. Yeah, that's a good approach. I've tried that, but it didn't really generate very much unless you want to spend a lot of money, and there are obviously, people who get lucky and they don't spend a lot of money and they get their website up and running. But even if you've got the the best information, the most advanced and most wonderful information, it doesn't always sell you or your business. Yeah. So that's why I'd recommend referrals. Maybe different parts of the world, things work differently, but that's my experience in Asia for sure. Number 3, find your speciality. What do you enjoy? This is important. So if you enjoy teaching beginners, if you enjoy teaching intermediate people or advanced people, or you enjoy teaching a particular type of English, you enjoy teaching business English or IELTS English or whatever it is, you will find that will probably be the thing you enjoy most. So let's try and do that. Yeah, that's what I found. The things that I'm best at are the things that I enjoy, and that's the thing I usually focus on. So I teach a particular type of English, IELTS English, and that's generally what I enjoy. So find out your speciality and that will help you to sort of push yourself as a teacher. You don't really have to market yourself. I've tried that, opening up YouTube channels and trying to get people traffic and blah blah. You can try, and I wish you well, but I've experienced that. Other friends of mine have. It's a good skill to have, to be able to write a website and to be able to learn that skill, those sorts of skills, if you like. And I thought so yeah, go for it if that's your thing. Number 4, this one is something that I find is very helpful to remind myself: value yourself and improve. They go hand in hand. As you improve, you should be valued more, basically paid more. And this is how you start to, as you start to get your referrals, as people start to come to you in whatever way they do, and you put your prices up to the value that you really are worth, because you've improved. You've been doing this for years, or you've been teaching for years, and you can apply those skills to your online world, and you should be paid accordingly. And the 5th one, be patient. Yeah, you're going to try a lot of things probably if you're going to be working in this field of trying to promote your own business as yourself. And I think that's probably the future for a lot of people. So the idea is be patient. It means always being as upbeat as possible, I think, when it comes to presentation of classes and being professional about that. So I definitely take that approach, even if you feel quite downbeat, and especially if you've been teaching people you don't think who are appreciating you. You'll find that in itself is a lesson, that isn't what you want. Maybe you want to try a different type of online experience. Maybe you want to teach audio. Maybe you only want to teach audio. That works in some countries particularly, and works with some, I often find with females. So often people teaching ladies, men or women, often find that that's just an audio class and you never ever get to see your student. So find out what you enjoy, be patient, and enjoy your teaching, and I wish you well. And of course, I'm sure there's a lot more, many more, but that's been my experience, my top 5. If you find that there are other ideas that you'd like to share with other teachers and you kindly want to put them comment below, please do. Thanks a lot.